Sorry about that, guys. Can you hear me now? I had to close it all down. Hi, everyone. Sorry about that. I tell you what, we'll do it. We'll do it Monday. Oh, I'm back. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Can you hear me better now? Yeah? Good. Okay. Right. I was thinking I was going to have to come back then on Monday. That's why I lost you all. Oh, dear. I tell you, what is it? Gremlins and oh, gosh. Anyway, it's when somebody on this phone, when somebody phones my phone, it goes off. Great, great, great. So, as I was saying about the cigarette cards, so yeah, so we have quite a lot here. Can't get rid of that exit. No, I don't want to get rid of you, obviously not. So yeah, so as you can see, we've got the butterfly ones here. So these again are the cigarette cards, and people have butterflies in there. These are the Brooke Bond ones. So these are like the later ones. What I wanted to show you was the older ones. Vintage are having issues too. Oh right, okay. Gosh. So these ones are going to be, I don't know, you see, it tells you about these boxes and it tells you about them on the back. So any of these boxes, anybody knows any of these boxes at all? Probably not. They're like 1900s, so I doubt you're going to know any of these boxes. But there are some really good ones here. I haven't sorted these ones out yet. Hi JR, how are you, my love? Hope you're okay. I haven't sorted these ones out yet. So what I need to do is I go through them and decide who they are. So these are all cricketers. So you've got the cricketer there. So these are all old ones, cricketers. You've got, oh, who remembers him? Who remembers him? Does anyone remember who's that Bodyline? I think it's Bodyline. Is it Don Bradman? And then you had Harold Larwood. That's him. Harold Larwood from cricket. Bodyline. I think he was from Yorkshire, wasn't he? Let me just turn around and have a quick read. Yes. Test matches, average table. Australia. Yeah. Yes, he was. He was from Yorkshire. Just getting bits ready to list as we speak. Watching F1 series on Netflix. Haha. Oh, F1. I like F1. Love F1 myself. Yeah, because we've got here Donald Bradman as well. I'll tell you about Bradman. So that's Bradman from Bodyline. Anybody watch that Bodyline? It's quite good. That cricket. I think it's on BBC One. I think. So we have the cricketers. I really don't know what's in here though. What's in this one? I don't know. I haven't actually checked these ones. I don't know what's in here. I don't know what's in this one. Oh, we've got aeroplanes again. Got an aeroplane there. Anybody know who that is? The aeroplane? Oh, it's called the Envoy. So, and then these are Speedway riders. You see, all this history, and we don't even know who they are. Oh, looks like you signed that one. This one's been signed as well. Not properly signed, just signed on the thing. Kings of Speed. What else have we got here? Oh, we've got all these Speedway riders. We've got cycling. Gosh, that's an old motorbike, isn't it? So what are these cigarette cars? Sorry, born in the 80s, ha ha. Well, cigarette cars aren't around anymore, JR, obviously. They're not around anymore, James, unfortunately. They were around in the sort of like 20s, 30s. And people used to buy cigarettes and they would have a few of these cigarette cards within their cigarettes. And then people used to start collecting them. So, yeah, and you would collect them sort of like, you know, if you wanted to. A lot of people did. They have a little bit of history on the back of each one of them. So, for instance, if you're looking at Persia there, so Persia, they are in good condition for the race, some of them. Some of them are a little bit, you know, but the problem is that you've got to be careful because they can get, as I say, you get casualties where they get put together like that for so long. And then eventually over time, they can stick together. And I have actually had quite a few casualties regarding that, unfortunately. And some are it's a bit annoying. I mean, I've got this one here, which is Salmon and Gluckenstein, high-class cigarettes. And he's a Major General Hector MacDonald. And he joined the Gordons Highlanders, so Scottish. So obviously he's distinguished himself at the Battle of Certain Place. So they just used to put them into cigarettes. You can see that's a red one on there. Is that not Bruce Foss? Yeah. Good game, good game. So yeah, so there's just so many here, guys. I could spend all day showing you these. The big ones, I've got big ones here. When I was a kid, you could collect vouchers from Ziggy boxes to choose something. Yeah, I think you could. There was, I'm sure, with cigarette, because you used to get the Brook, like as I said to you before, you get in the tea bag, you know, in the tea packets, boxes, the Tetley teas, they used to get them there, didn't they? And you used to get like, and if you used to buy, I remember my nan used to buy a massive one, and then right at the end there'd be loads of them, and me and my brothers and sister would fight over them if we wanted the best ones. But these are particularly good ones, and they're all different ones. So you've got this one different here. This was Cavender's, London and Glasgow. Again, you've got bigger ones. So I don't know whether the bigger ones may come in cigar boxes, possibly. You've got Britain's Railway ones. I'm sure when I was a kid, you could collect the Railway one there. Then you've got the Will cigarettes. So you've got Will cigarettes there. Didn't you get toys in Rice Krispie boxes as well? Yes, you did. Yeah, in breakfast cereals. Yeah, you would get like little toys and. But why was it right that your mum had to buy 3 boxes if you got 3 children? Because I always remember with me, if there was like a really good toy in a box that we wanted, then all 3 of us would have to get it. So my mum would have to buy 3 packs of cereal. So it was a good market tool for for the shops at the time, I thought we was thought. So they've got these ones. These are Will's ones. So WD and H&O Wills. So flowering shrubs. I think I just got another message about these. Didn't you know? Sorry guys, just 2 minutes. I'm just checking this message. Our family's completely different. They used to have a golden rule that whoever pulled out the cereal in the toilet, they claimed the strict rule, but when you were, when it felt good. Yeah. My mum should just stop arguments. Oh, we were terrible as children, I tell you. We were terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Just messaging this woman who's got some lovely postcards. You know, unlike postcards, Jilly. So yeah. So not quite sure what my predictive text just said then. Haha. Did you have your names written on the cereal box, Amanda? Yes. My mum was terrible. She never used to want us to miss out, so she would always buy 3 boxes of cereal. And does anyone remember the just to completely go off this a minute, does anyone remember the penguins when you were kids? They were green, red and blue, weren't they? And I always remember, it doesn't really matter, they tasted the same. I don't know what with kids, we had this thing about it with children, but we used to think that like if we had a red one or a green one, they weren't any good. The jokes were, didn't they? They were. James, we had the same rule, whoever got it, lol. Yeah, I mean, it was just like the penguins were always like, I think the red, green and blue, is that right? And you had to have, I had to have the blue one. But why do I have to have the blue one? Because they all tasted the same anyway. When I think about it now as a child, I'm thinking, how silly was that? But my mum, she would buy 3 packets of penguins. So we'd all get the blue ones that we wanted. Because there's usually only one blue one in a packet of penguins. I just need to keep the peace. That's what I was meant to say. Ha ha. Amanda, I think we were all the same. Yeah. Yeah. I think we were. But you know, happy memories, isn't it? Happy memories. So yeah. Oh. But what cereals were there though? I know Club Biscuits used to have different colours, but they were different taste. Penguin bars are bourbons in chocolate. Yes, they are. And if you like a lot of chocolate on your biscuit, join a club. Yeah. There was lots of different flavours, James. Can anyone remember? I think the golf club or the golf club one with the golf used to be the plain one, didn't it? I think. And there was orange, and there was gosh, there was a few. Mint. There was mint ones. How lovely of you, mum. Of your mum. Yeah, I know. Bless her. She is lovely. She's still with me. She is lovely. Trio bars were my favourites. Oh yeah. And do you remember James won't remember this because he's too young. But do you remember 5, 4, 3, 2, 1s? Do you remember that advert? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You were spoiled, clearly. We were looking for box deal from Netto. I remember Netto's. Chris, I remember Netto's. Yeah. Used to have it in Blackpool, Netto's. Tyson JR, Nans. Oh, bless. Biscuits were a decent size then, so much bigger. They were. You know what? I've always said this. It for some, I know I say this all the time, but chocolate does not taste the same anymore. Then it just hasn't got the same taste. I can remember as a child having Mars bars and absolutely thinking they're amazing. They used to love Mars bars. I don't like Mars bars now because they don't taste the same. They taste weird. Don't ever been seen with a yellow Netto Crazy. Yeah. Netto. But Netto, I mean, it was, you know, part of the life, wasn't it? A wagon wheel was huge. Yes, it was. It was massive. I mean, now you're lucky if, you know, you get 3 bites out of them. Chris, street cred gone. Chris, street cred gone. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, so I can remember, I think the reality is that they try and buy cheaper ingredients to maximize profit. Yeah, I think you're right, James. It's true, they do. It's a shame because, as I said to you before, I very rarely eat a lot of chocolate anymore because it didn't taste the same. Your hands were small, so biscuits look bigger. Yes, that is true. Yes, that is true. Yeah, psychological thing. But they were big though, those wagon wheels. They were massive. Yeah, it's like we used to worry about like getting one in your lunchbox. Oh, and the lunch boxes, guys. Do you remember the lunch boxes when you were a kid? Oh, those ones you had to like, they had like a flask in them, didn't they? And they had like a little square box, and you had maybe like Snoopy on you or something, or Paddington Bear or something like that. Blankety blank and a blank. Chilly, my hands have always been the same size. They used to call me big hands, James. Now they call me small. Like, okay. So I'm completely digressing here, guys, from all these. I'm trying to show you all these lovely. Oh, look, James, there's a Grand Prix here. Just found one. Oh, it's a motorcycle one though. Oh, there's a I found a Monaco Grand Prix one, April the 20th. There we go. But that isn't. If you can see that, it's an F1. There's for James, April 20th. They don't quite look like that anymore, though, do they? Banjos. Oh my God, yes. That definitely takes me back. Banjos. Keeping it PG for Amanda. Ha ha. I know what you mean. I'm just not going to say anything. I've got McVitie's biscuit tins from the 89s, and today's biscuits rattle around in the tin so much smaller. Yeah, exactly. Everything's smaller these days. Well, everything, but you know, most. I think that's Ferrari behind. I'm assuming it could be, James. It's 1928. Here you go. Picture's definitely small. Yeah, he's smaller than you because he's smaller in height, isn't he? I quickly got that one in. What else have we got here? I'm trying to find some really good ones. There's so many different ones. So we've got the obvious ones. Now, some of these are actually worth a bit of money. It just depends. Right, to watch that later. We are off that for a while. Thank you. Have a lovely afternoon. Okay, Lindsay and Alvin, thank you so much. Have a lovely afternoon. Find lots of stuff for us. Oh. When I went off, I saw the American ones as well. There's a couple of American people on here and they went off. Bless them. My fault. I'm trying to slim us down. What's that one? Sorry, I missed that one. Right. I'm actually going to do some work now, so I'm going to listen to what you're doing, Amanda. And stop messaging me, because I don't want to distract. I want to get my listening stuff. Sorry, about 5 o'clock. Okay, James. Sorry. Bless you. Right. So yeah. So as we were getting back to the cigarette cars that I was trying to show you guys. I've got an old tobacco tin here, look. Called Players Whiffs. Sure you will be so. So we've got 12 players whiffs in here. We don't have players whiffs in here. We don't have any cigars in here at all. Don't apologise. I'm just letting you know while I'm going all hush, 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 hush. Okay, James. All right, James, whatever. Have a great afternoon, whatever you're doing, listing by 5 o'clock. I'm going out afterwards as well. I'm going out sourcing afterwards to my local charity shops. Brilliant tins. Brilliant though. Hilarious and brilliant though. I know. Players whiffs. So yeah, but they just have cigarette cards in. This one is quite an old one, I think. It's Carreras Limited, and it's George Stevenson. Did you? Why? Why did they remove your cigar box? That's a bit strange, isn't it? Why would they do that? So we've got all these different ones in here. Oh look, these are actually all navy ones. These are all modern naval craft ones. Wow. So we've got those ones. And look, these are pretty damaged, but they're obviously the old cigarettes, which they used to put the cards in. So I'm taking the fact that it says 10 cigarettes. These cigarettes, actually, if you look at that pack, yes. Yes, and you know, the sad thing about it, right, is I went to the car booth, I don't know, probably about a month ago now, maybe 6 weeks ago, we're talking. And some guy who was a just a house clearance guy had got loads of these just all on the floor. They're everywhere. They're blowing all over the place. I said to the guy, I said, how much do you want for those? I said, because obviously, you know, there's just two, they're all things. Yeah, you just have the lot. He said, have the lot for a £5. There was loads of them, and I've had to sort them all out actually, most of them. But yeah, I picked up loads. But and it is a shame. It's a shame that people do not see. You know, these used to be cigarettes. So can you? How big are those cigarettes? They're not that big. They're really little ones. Must be smoking rules. Had a table light once as well. I've sold a few lighters on eBay. I sold a couple of lighters on eBay actually. I sold a Art Deco one that I picked up for not a lot of money. I sort of ended up going for £25. But I've never had them removed. Not so far anyway. So what have we got in here? Take these ones out. Who have we got in here? Now, looking at these ones, these are actually quite damaged, actually, a lot of them, which is a shame, but sometimes that's what happens. These ones are quite collectible. The ones that like cartoon ones. Sometimes they jump on you. Yeah, I know. Yeah, they do. No, you're right. I've had something. I know I got removed. I got removed off eBay. I tried to sell Body Shop product, brand new, so not been opened, but it was the CBD, like the cannabis thing. Well, I'll stop cannabis in it, but I mean, it's got the resin, whatever it does. It's that CBD, and it had like the new ones that have just come out. I think it was like not a soap, like a bath oil or something. Anyway, they did not allow it. As soon as I put it on, they took it straight off. I said, no, that's not happening. That's not happening. I was like, okay, fair enough. So yeah. Yeah, a lot of these, unfortunately, which is a shame. It makes me sad when I see this, but a lot of these are quite damaged. So I haven't actually seen these ones, so I'm taking these ones out like straight away. This one's all right. This is Carreras again, and he's from 1934, and he played for Villa, Aston Villa, in 1931. So you get all different ones. I have actually, you know, me being an organizer, I have actually organized a lot of these, to be fair. So, for instance, it's called In Town Tonight ones. So I have actually, as you can see, I have organized all these ones. These are all the same ones, so all different ones here. So it's called In the Town Tonight, and these are all the Churchman ones. So I have actually, but I had to go through all of them, and there was a lot. But you know me, I like organising, so you know, straight there with a rubber band. I haven't done them all yet. There's that many. If I had to turn you around now, in fact, you know, I don't know if you can see, can you? If I turn to show you, see, this is all that I've got here. All these. You can see them all. What I need to do is I need to work out how to list them. And if anyone has got any ideas, I knew if I moved that camera it would go wrong. If anybody's got any ideas for me to list them, do you think I should list them as a whole job lot? And you've just seen how many there is, so I've just shown you. Or do you think I should list the old ones as a job lot and the newer ones as a job lot, maybe? And segregate them. What do you think? Because I just need some advice from you. Because I've got so many of them. And obviously, these are the old cigarette things, you know. I mean, people still collect, believe me, people still collect things like this. They collect things like this, these old cigarette packets. Because they're really, the old cigarette packets, if you think about it, don't really. And also, we've got an old, well, it's not old, but we've got a Gold Virginia on there, Gold Virginia tin. The hand rolling tobacco one. So we've got. And we're going sourcing afterwards. I'm going sourcing to charity shop afterwards to see what I can find. Because I've got Married to Reselling on Sunday for my challenge. So and one is a figure. So it's a figure from one of the decades, an action figure. So I'd say put them in categories: dogs, cards, planes. I have put them in categories, quite a lot of them, but yeah. Where we list them? Well, I was thinking about listing them on eBay. Because I have seen on eBay. Can you approach local production companies and purchase products like that? Shows, plays, etc. I do it here in Northern Ireland. Oh, okay. I could do. Are you talking about the cigarette? You're talking about the cigarette packets. People may only collect certain ones. You know, you're right, Julie, they do. They only collect certain ones. And the thing is as well that sometimes people have lost certain ones, or again, they're casualty ones that unfortunately have got either ripped or torn, or, you know, or just they get stuck together and you pull them apart and then, you know, so there are a lot of things like that that can happen. It's a shame, you know, and the best thing to do obviously is to put them in something like this, because this will keep them a lot better. Yeah, eBay. I'm definitely thinking Joan eBay. I'm thinking eBay. I'm thinking that, you know, we should try it, see how it goes. I think these ones particularly. You see this one here, Manchester United players. We've got Arsenal, the Gunners. So we've got Arsenal there. We've got Bolton Wanderers as well. We've got, who's this? Oh, so we've got older ones here in church. These are Salmon and Gluckenstein ones, the high class ones. Home production really local to me. It takes a lot of my program. Oh right, because I've got a lot of matchboxes as well, and I have a lot of these sort of things in my Matchbox collection, and I have a real lot of matchboxes. I think I showed them to you on a video once, but yeah, I have loads of them. So we've got this one as well. Pocahontas. From the Road to Russia. So these ones are different. These are, oh, these are WD House. And this is what I like about them as well, because they're different on the back sometimes. So that's quite unusual. We've got Blackpool. Good old Blackpool with the Blackpool Tower. We've got Tower Bridge. Tower Bridge. We've got Tower Bridge. Land's End. And we've got like a dog one. So we've got a chow there. We've got the Waterloo Cup, whichever one that was for. What about by topic or in any complete set or by cigarette brand? Yeah, see, I've done that. I've tried that. I've got so many cigarette brands. It is like mind-blowing. You know, because I would have thought there's a couple. So you've got, for instance, you have WD House and Wills. So I've collected all those ones. They've put them all together as the set. But there's just so many. I mean, there's just so many different ones. There's like John Players. So obviously you've got John Players ones here. That's John Players. You've got Lambert and Butler as well. What else have we got? So this is Wills as well. There's quite a lot of Wills ones here, actually. But these are from Brooke Bond Tea, those ones. Can you see the Brooke Bond Tea ones? So they're from the, obviously from the tea boxes. These are John Player and Son, the dogs. I put all those dogs together. So there's loads of dogs there. So yeah, Scottish Terrier, Dachshund. Dachshund. So yeah, so there's just so many of them, to be honest with you. But the football team ones, there's London Transport Tram Central team there. Gosh, we don't have that anymore. So that says the longest cigarette, photo cards. So these are photo ones. So these photo ones might be worth more because the photo ones are old photos, aren't they? So there's just so many here. I could put into an auction and get the auction to have a look at them all, but I just think a collector would jump at something like this, you know, because there are that many. Some of these, unfortunately, were casualties. These were casualty ones. These are players ones, and there's some casualties here, which is a shame. But yeah, they are just What about complete sets? I am going to think about doing the complete sets. It's just that it's really difficult when you've got so many different cigarette names. I have more experience. Yes, I was thinking that, Jilly. I was thinking that. I mean, you know, people might say, like, you know, is it worth putting them in? But when you see things like this, again, this is a different one. This is Coke Bros and Cola edited. So there's different ones. You know, this is boxing lessons. So again, you know, different that way, different. Yeah, I bought all these together, and then I bought these ones a couple of weeks ago. They're in the box. That I'm just coming out and getting out with you now, and I've actually not seen them myself either. So there's one here of Grimsby Town, and again, as you can see, if you're not careful, sometimes they'll just like not come apart. And we've got Dr. Livingstone here, which is another one of those ones we saw, the Carreras ones. So these are older ones, I think. That one is Gallagher. It is a famous film scene. It's called The Gay Divorce, the dancing of Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers in the successful musical comedy called The Gay Divorce. So I like the T ones. Yes, I like the T ones too, Julie. They've got lots of stuff. And this is the Cinema Star, Charles Lawton. And then you've got ones that are a little bit, you know, Marlene Dietrich. Katharine Hepburn. We remember her, don't we? We always remember her. Again, she's stuck. She's stuck. When they're stuck. That's Katharine Hepburn. That's my dog barking. I apologise. Now, there's some royal ones somewhere. I'm trying to find them. Where have the royal ones gone? So again, this is another one called Our Empire series. The Right Honourable Margaret Bonfield MP, 1923 to 1924. I saw it a few weeks back. You commented the cardboard sleeves smelt fusty old, maybe worth writing a description. Yes. I always, well, I will. I do say they're old. I do say obviously they're vintage. So obviously, you know, if they're old, you know, sometimes you can't help the, you know, I try to photograph as much as possible. Always try to photograph as much as possible. So yeah. What's this one say? Have you checked for famous faces on the cards? Some might have value alone, depending on the person. Example, rookie year player, just a thought as card collectors collect anything cardboard, lol. Yeah. Yeah, I have. There's just so many of them. There's so many of them. I could like, I don't even know half of these people. When I was like looking through them, I was like, okay, so 1930s, 1940s. I mean, you have these ones like the paddock. Like I know these ones, whether somebody wants to collect horses. These are Gallagher ones. So these are racing scene ones. There's that one. And that one. There's quite a few of these ones. See, these are racing ones. You know, horse ones. So they're, you know, they're sort of like, but you're right, a lot of them, I've got so many different cricketers, footballers, boxing. I mean, obviously I've got the Man United team, the Arsenal team of 1930. So, you know, you're right. There's probably people out there who are just going to collect certain ones. I'm trying to find the royal ones. I think they must be in here. I've got some royal ones in here of the royals. And they were, you know, God rest her soul now. She's gone, bless her. But yeah, I'm sure they're in this one. Let's be in this one. Okay, I'll do this Oh yes, they are in this one. There you go. So this is quite an old one, and again, it's not in very good condition, but it's Queen Mary. So we've got Queen Mary. We've got the Duke of York. It's a shame it's a little bit tattered, but there's Duke of York. Then we've got, so in Edinburgh, we've got obviously 1929 is the Queen Mother there, and obviously the Duke or the King then. So we've got him. We've got our King and Queen. So Trooping of the Colour Ceremony. We have Queen Elizabeth. So obviously that is the Queen Mother when she was younger. We have the Duchess of Cornwall and York. And she's on another, a Baker & Co. So she's on a different one as well. These are quite in not good order. Queen Victoria, age 20. So Queen Victoria, age 20, although not in the best condition. But again, you never know. These things do sometimes pop up. They're not always that, you know, some can be rarer than others. Just show you a few more. The King at the Cenotaph. So again, done by Wills. So yeah, so we have lots and lots and lots of them, guys. I like the Royal Vintage Images. Yes, I do as well. They are my favourite ones, Gilly. I do like those very much. I'm just trying to find a few more before I go. Oh, that's the Prince of Wales. So, Prince of Wales, 1911. So that's Prince of Wales. Not the Prince of Wales, obviously, now, but the Prince of Wales then. And this is the King, 1911. No idea, actually. It's just the King, 1911. Again, not in the best condition, but. Then we've got the Queen before her marriage, which is Queen Mary before her marriage. So, and we've got the Queen. Again, not in the best condition, these ones, unfortunately, but sometimes you don't actually need that. And then there's another one here of the Great War, guy carrying hand grenades. So there's lots and lots and lots. And there's Princess Louise. I can't remember who Louise is actually, but anyway. And there's one more I want to show you, which was, where's it gone? This one here. So he was as a naval cadet. So that was him as a naval cadet. I'm presuming this is the Duke of Edinburgh as a naval cadet, or the other guy. No. Yeah. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that. I've just gone over my hour, but yeah, hope you really enjoy it. Let me know if you do enjoy it. Let me know in the comments. Let me know what you like, what you don't like. Is there anything that you would maybe like me to do for next week? We can do some listing as well, listing lives. That's not a problem. I just love speaking to you guys. But I will try and obviously always make sure I've got some vintage stuff. Okay, so till Monday, guys. Or say Monday, I'll be on Sunday night, won't I? With Married to Reselling doing the live challenge. So yeah, so I'll see you Sunday, and take care. And as I say, hope you enjoyed this. I love enjoying history anyway, so you know, and you know, I'll bring it out anytime you want. I'll let you know what I do, how I'm going to list it, what it goes for. So yeah. Thank you, Joan. Thank you, Julie. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, other Chris. Thank you, James. Thank you, everybody, for coming on. I know most of you have gone now, but I'm very, very appreciative of each and every one of you who take your lovely, valuable time, because I know it's valuable time, because obviously you are doing your listings and things, and that's absolutely fine. You can listen to me in the background, not a problem. You don't have to listen to me at all. But it's very lovely of you to actually come on. So thank you so much, and I'll see you on Sunday. Bye, guys. Bye.